Have you been feeling a little overwhelmed and considering the idea of slow living? In this video, I'm going to give you 8 practical tips for slow and mindful living. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscription button and the notification bell to be notified every time I post a video on intentional and mindful living. If you're like me, then you tend towards the hustle of daily life. I've spent my fair share of time going through the cycle of get motivated, overwork, be exhausted, don't move from the couch. That's why I love these tips on slow and mindful living, because they have helped me break free of that cycle. Tip number 1, do one thing at a time with mindfulness. So what exactly does that mean? Well, if I'm eating my dinner, I'm going to just eat my dinner. I'm not going to eat my dinner and watch TV. I'm not going to eat my dinner and scroll on my phone. I'm just going to eat my dinner. I'm going to taste the food. I'm going to chew the right number of times, whatever that is. You can Google it. And I'm going to swallow it. I'm going to do one thing, and I'm going to do it with mindfulness. Tip number 2. Take 5 minutes every hour and just focus on breathing. Almost anyone can do this. Set an alarm on your watch, stop whatever you're doing, and take 5 minutes just to focus on your breathing. The easing of anxiety, the easing of daily stress just from this one activity is absolutely amazing. If you can't take a full 5 minutes, take 1, take 2, take 10 seconds. Whatever you can figure out and manage, depending on what you're doing, maybe not if you're driving. You should still focus on driving. But take time to stop once an hour and just focus on your breath. Tip number 3, done is better than perfect. So many people, myself included, get caught in the trap of it's not perfect, so I'm not going to post it. Or it's not perfect, so I'm not going to start it. This could even apply to things like it's not the right time to do X activity. I'm not going to start my YouTube channel because it's not the right time. I'm going to wait for X, X, and X to be in order before I start. Don't do it. You'll never start. It will never happen. Done is better than perfect. Tip number 4. Create a ritual around one thing, like an afternoon coffee, tea, frappuccino, walk, whatever. Create a ritual around one activity, one thing that you can do. When you're doing it, you're in the moment. Practice that every day, and the next time you go to practice that activity, after a period of time, you will automatically step into a position of mindfulness. You will automatically step into a position of less stress, less anxiety. You are completing your ritual. So start to craft that ritual, whatever you want to do with it. I like to have an afternoon coffee. I get it in a ceramic cup. I wrap my hands around it. I feel the warmth. I take a breath in. I have that first sip. Brings me to the moment every single time. Doesn't matter what else is going on around me. If these tips are resonating with you, go ahead and hit that like button and let me know in the comments down below what are some slow and mindful living practices that you incorporate into your daily life. I want to know. Write it down. Tip number 5. Before responding to a person, take a moment to repeat back what they have said to you, either out loud, paraphrasing back to them, or in your head before you respond. Taking just that extra moment to pause and reflect on what is being said to you not only makes you a better listener, but it gives you a moment in which you can choose a different action or reaction should you desire to. Very important. Tip number 6. If you find yourself getting carried away or you start to experience a moment of anxiousness, if it's available to you, go outside and have a brisk walk, 3 to 5 minutes. Taking that step away from the situation and exercising your body releases endorphins, which will help to calm you down, and it also removes you from the situation that is causing distress, which gives you a moment to wrap your head around whatever is going on before you head back in and possibly have to deal with the situation. tip number 7 for slow and mindful living. Every once in a while, close your eyes if it's safe to do so, and take 3 to 5 deep breaths in. With every exhale, identify one thing that you can hear and focus on that one sound. So breathe in deeply, exhale, close your eyes. What can you hear? Do this 3 to 5 times. It will help to slow down your mind and allow you to take in more of what is going on around you. And finally, tip number 8, do a brain dump. Let it all out, get it all down, put a blank piece of paper in front of you and just fill it with whatever pops into your head. Family, friends, work, activity, dreams, wishes, desires, doesn't matter. Get it out of your head and down on a piece of paper. Want a reminder of all the tips that I talked about today? Click the link below to get a printable checklist that you can put either on your wall or in your planner. And if you're starting a slow and mindful living practice, be sure to check out this video next, where I give you the secret to creating a self-care action plan that actually works. Until next time, be gentle.